Hello, Pisces. Month starts with Neptune, Venus, and Mercury in Aries. Asteroid Chiron is also there, but it's a part of a different storyline, which I will touch upon in a bit. If this is not the first month you're listening to my forecast, you know that the first degrees of Aries are the astrological powerhouse in 2025 and 2026. And also that in your horoscope, Aries rules personal finance. This is things like earning, spending, and private property. If you play your cards right, if you follow your dreams, and if you work hard on them, the chances are that within the next 2 to 3 years, you will succeed in laying the foundations for future prosperity. It sounds slow, but if you want to increase your net worth substantially, you may need to start something that takes time and effort. It could be a different career trajectory or a degree or a business that needs growing. On the 2nd of May, the lovely and impatient Venus in Aries will conjunct Neptune, and the dream part of the equation may become more clear to you. It should be a dream about money or about other form of resources in a broader sense. And my guess is that it is something that before February, for some reason, was not available to you or maybe even didn't cross your mind. I'll stay with the fire element that in your horoscope is very much connected to how you make money. How you make money, how you advance your status, how you serve the other people. Mars, the planet of action, passion, and anger, is spending all of May in the fiery sign of Leo, that in your horoscope rules your area of service, subordinates, and office life in general. In the very first days of May, this is where the stressful events may be concentrated. But if you're able to get through it, and why wouldn't you? Closer to the middle of May, Mars will start interacting wonderfully with Venus in Aries. Basically, if you're selling something that you love and value, and that is also something that you do with passion, these two can be of immense help. This combination could also potentially mean workplace romance or a creative money-making collaboration. Finally, on the 27th of May, the strict, demanding Saturn leaves your own sign and moves into Aries, where it joins the dreamy Neptune. This is your cue to start doing the hard thing, the hard and slow thing that will eventually, after 2 to 3 years, will make you significantly more prosperous. It could also mean that you have already started doing that thing, but that after Saturn enters Aries at the end of May, this thing will start being difficult and slow. I'm sorry. So starting with the end of May, don't let the slowness and the difficulties discourage you. A worthy dream of personal financial prosperity must include a slow and difficult phase where it seems that it is harder and slower than it is supposed to. It's kind of like building a foundation for a house. So while you are working on this foundation, it's kind of impossible to also live in the house and enjoy the life in the house. Anyway, on the 10th of May, Mercury leaves Aries for Taurus. And for you, this marks the beginning of approximately 2 weeks when it would be easier for you to express yourself, to express your ideas, to use your voice, and also to move around. Almost immediately after that, you may receive information which you would have preferred to not receive, but this information may be useful. The Scorpio full moon on the 12th of May falls into your area of higher education, publishing, media, travel, international relationships, wisdom, culture. And ideally, you would be able to publish or otherwise make visible some of your ideas that are unconventional, original. Even better, if you could back it up by the amount of work that you have invested into it, or by the reputation that you could earn for yourself in the past years. Alternatively, you could also have an epiphany or a valuable cultural exchange with someone or a change in travel plans. Mid-month, asteroid Chiron in Aries, so in your area of personal finance, will be acting together with Jupiter in Gemini in your area of home and family life. Feel free to ignore this if you already feel overwhelmed, like you have too much on your plate. But if you have some time, if you have some energy, if you have the wish to use this aspect's potential, then it would be an amazing time to allow yourself something exciting, fun, maybe even childish in your home life that you didn't allow yourself for some reason, possibly for some stupid reason, before. Finally, there is a new moon in Gemini on the 27th that comes a day after Mercury also moves into Gemini on the 26th. This again energizes your area of home, family, roots, and belonging. And it is an amazing, very well supported new moon. You don't need to start a revolution with it, but it's a great time to acknowledge how your needs in life and family have changed over the last year, how you maybe became more optimistic in what you want in this area of your life, and how more hopeful you have become, and how you are now more able to imagine a good home and family situation for you in the future. And every new moon is great for making plans and taking first steps. So if you have some wish for what you want your home and family life to be in the future, then take some first steps on the 27th, 28th, or 29th of May.